Cheers, everybody! Welcome to a very special episode of Bourbon Booze. Actually, it's not very special. It's just another episode of Bourbon Booze. But it's Wednesday, and it just seems to be a struggle to find a good Wednesday content because I've stopped doing coffee on the show. I drink plenty of coffee. But I've stopped doing coffee and just wasn't feeling that for a while. And I think I'll probably get back to it eventually. But coming up with a Wednesday episode is a little bit difficult for me to not disrupt the normal flow of our Monday through Friday episodes. So those of you who have been following the show, you know we come and go with Wednesdays. Maybe we have them where we don't. But I thought this would be a very great opportunity today to discuss Blanton's and whether it's worth it. So if you like this episode and you want to see more of this kind of content, make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. It means so much to us. I like to answer all your comments and have that conversation and build that community with you, the fans. And you guys are just awesome. 99.9% of you. There's a couple trolls out there, but 99.9% of you are just awesome, and we have great conversations. And I feel like this might be one of those episodes that we really have a great conversation about the value and substance, the juice, so to speak, of Blanton's. Now, as you may know, Blanton's is probably one of the most sought after whiskeys around, American whiskeys. It has got this absolutely iconic, unique bottle. I like to call the Holy Hand Grenade. For those of you that are Monty Python fans, you would know what that means. And it is very rare to find on the shelves, very difficult. In fact, I rarely see it on the shelf. So it to me is somewhat what we would call in this whiskey collecting, whiskey drinking, whiskey environment as a unicorn, because it is so rare and people want it. And don't get me wrong, I want it. I mean, I like them, but for one of the only whiskeys that I possess ever, I want it for the collection of tops, the bottle, not necessarily what's inside. Now, just off to my right here, your left, which you can't really see, but I'll try to throw a picture. I do have the complete Game of Thrones series, Scotch series. This was something I collected, not necessarily for the juice, although I am extremely fond of all of the stuff that's there, but for the bottle collection. And it was just something that I stumbled onto, and I got a couple, and then I'm like, well, I might as well go collect them all. So I did. But I'm not really involved into trying to collect a series of bottles not based off what's in the bottle. But this is something different. And it just so happens I have two ends. Each topper spells Blanton's, or a letter Blanton's. And I do have the normal end and the prized end that's got the quotation, no, I can't remember what the name of, but it's got the two little marks on the end. So, now let me tell you a story about Blanton's. I've had Blanton's before. I felt that it was okay. And I think it's an exceptional whiskey for $65, which should be what it goes for. Now, my very first Blanton's I ever actually bought for the bar was this bottle that we found just outside of Lynchburg, Tennessee, before you got into the dry part of Lynchburg County. Was that Lynchburg County? But whatever, where Jack Daniels is made, which is a dry county. You can't buy any liquor. There's no liquor store there. You can only buy Jack Daniels at the distillery. But just outside of the county line, there is this great little liquor store that's got some cool stuff, and my wife kind of was sweet-talking the owner there, and he pulled this bottle out for me. He had it hidden in the back. And I bought this for $99. And I was really excited, and I thought, $99, I can do that. We'd been hunting for Blanton's through our whole trip through Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, whatever. Ooh, sorry about that. But we've been searching through for this, and the cheapest I could find it was $2.99, and I was not going to do that. I didn't want to do $1.99. I didn't want to do $2.99. I didn't even want to do $1.50. So we got it at $99, and yeah, I gave in. I bought it, and we did a review on it back in November of 22, episode 353, and I'll try to link that here. And now it's not the gold, it's not the straight from the barrel, it's not anything special. It's your normal Blantons, and we gave it a 3 out of 5, an average rating. I don't know that I thought that it was exceptional. It smells like a bourbon should smell. And it's pretty good for a $66 or $56, whatever, bottle of whiskey. Little tart, little peppery, but I felt, it's not bad. I think the hype is mostly because people see it in the pictures, movies, like John Wick drinks it. I've seen it in several TV shows. It just shows up in lots of things, and it's because it's an iconic bottle. Now, the second bottle I bought, I was trolloping, is that a word? I was traveling through Colorado, and I found this bottle for MSRP. It's actually a little bit cheaper. I think I got it for $56. My wife says it was $65, but I think I got it for $56. But right around there. And haven't opened it. I don't intend to open it until this one's gone. It's not that I'm collecting it, but it's kind of cool for people to come into the bar, and at least I have some to offer them. And then when this is gone, I can go to this one. And I would say that was a good deal, $56. But what is your value of Blantons? And let's stick with Blantons, okay? So there are things out there, whether it's Smoke Wagon or Old Forester or any of the Buffalo Trace brands, Sazerac, Buffalo Trace itself, the Pappies, the Wellers, whatever. What is the value to you for these bottles? To me, $60 to $100, no more. If I found another bottle for under $100, I probably would buy it if it had the right letter. Because like I say, I think I do want to collect all of the horses, the entire word. And I think that would be kind of cool to have. But what is your value for Blantons? Is it worth it for you? Do you think you would spend in your area $150, $200, $300, even I've seen this up to $400 on occasion on a shelf, and I'm like, no way. Would you though? Would you buy that? Now, that is just the normal Blantons. I don't really have in my mind what the value is in my mind of what I would spend on straight from the barrel or the gold or any of those cast strength, the other types of blends. I'm just talking about the regular blends. I would really be curious to know what you think about that. Now, again, I do want to travel quite a bit more into the bourbon countries of Tennessee and Kentucky and maybe pick up some more. But I want to let you all know that I have 1,000+ bottles, almost 1,200 bottles in this bar. But they're all different. They're all unique. They're all separate. There's very few multiples. I have multiple Sazeracs just because we did a show on store picks. I do have multiple JT Melnicks and some Rosewoods and Iron Roots and stuff like that, just because I'm associated with either picking those barrels or friends of those owners or whatnot. But in general, at least 1,100 of my bottles in this bar are all separate, unique. We don't have duplicates. This is unusual for my bar. So just know I'm not a hoarder. Almost everything is open. nearly everything is open. And we have lots of people over and everybody drinks a little bit and they try this and they try that and stuff like that, and we always get more, they leave some and whatever. So we're not hoarders, we're not collectors, we're just enthusiasts. But I know that there are people, I see pictures all the time of people showing off their wares and they have 20, 30 boxes of Blantons, Old Stag or Stag Junior or whatever. But tell us what you think about the Blantons in general. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think you would collect it? And collecting in general, are you a collector, a hoarder, enthusiast, or what? I'm going to start calling it an enthusiast. I don't even think anybody calls it a bourbon enthusiast or a whiskey enthusiast. Somebody who collects tons of different stuff. But let us know what you think. I just thought that this would be an interesting topic to discuss with you and let you know that I think it's a really good whiskey, but not worth the price that's going out there, not worth the hunt to me, and not worth the hype. That's my opinion. What is yours? Make sure you leave those comments below. Make sure you send us a little message about what you want to see next, because again, Mondays is open for non-whiskeys, Tuesday, Thursdays are whiskeys, Fridays are cocktails. I'm going to be hitting the trail here in a couple days for the start of a very busy, very, very, very busy travel season in the fall, summer and fall, hitting so many countries and so many different places in the next 6 months that I'll probably hardly be home at all. What do you want me to get? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to see and share with you? My wife and I have discussed we are planning on sharing a lot more of our travels with you. Instead of bringing stuff back to the bar, we're going to do a lot more on the spot, stuff like that. So let us know what you want us to do. For those of you that are watching this episode, we're headed to the Pacific Northwest, specifically the Seattle area. If you are a family that lives in Seattle, please know I'm not ignoring you. My wife and I need some vacation time alone. Every time we do vacation, it's seeing the grandkids or we're with family or whatever, and we just want to be alone and hit some distilleries and some bars and some great seafood and some beautiful mountains and do some whale watching. It's time for us to have a little vacation of our own now that I'm retired. So, Pacific Northwest family, you'll see us. We'll come up one time, but just not this time. But if there's something in the Pacific Northwest you think we should definitely go check out, leave those comments below as well. All right, I hope you have a great Wednesday, awesome Wednesday. Give us your thoughts on Blantons, and we'll see you tomorrow for whiskey. And I always say, when I do whiskey, there's no such thing as bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And for this, hype away, this is pretty good whiskey. Cheers.